Hey, honey. No, I wasn't going to bother you, but, well, I know that it's an important day and you've been rather nervous, so I thought I would come back here just to have a little word with you and see how you're getting on. How do you feel? Oh, don't worry about everyone else. They're already out and they're seated. Everybody's ready. Oh, yes, the officiator is waiting for you as well. So is the future husband-to-be. Oh, sweetheart, what's the matter? All right, come here, come. No, sit down with me. Come on, sit with me. My dear, you will never, ever be too old for a sit down and a cuddle. I'm your mother. That will never change. At least, I'm willing to give you those things as long as you are ready to receive them. My sweet girl. Now, dry those tears. You don't want to smear your makeup, do you? No, actually, I think you've done a beautiful job. Most people would go out of their way to hire a stylist for all sorts of things. Their hair, their makeup, their nails. But just like you, just like you've always been so independent and clear in your own ideas, I'm proud of you. So, come, tell me. Yes? I see, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, my sweet, sweet child. May I tell you something? When your father and I got married, we did not have the support of our parents. They insisted we were too young and that we didn't really know what we were doing. They said we hadn't seen the world enough and that to tie ourselves to each other so thoroughly was a terrible idea at such a young age. But we did it anyway. Darling, we did it anyway because we knew better than anyone else that we were meant for each other. We knew. And if I'm honest, I can't imagine it any other way. Sometimes I do wonder, and I wonder if maybe if I had sampled the world the way my parents wanted me to, then perhaps I would be in a different position now, and of course I would. But that position would mean that I would never have enjoyed the years and years of happiness I did with your father. It meant I wouldn't have your brothers or your sisters, and I certainly wouldn't have you. I wouldn't be sitting here right now, ready to watch you make the same decision. Ready to commit yourself to the person you love more than anything. And let me tell you, I would not give that up for anything. Not the years I had with your father before he passed, and not the years I've had with you and your siblings. And not this moment. Not this exact moment. My point is, of course you are nervous. It would be unnatural if you want. There is so much social pressure connected with a wedding. Even though the reality is, this celebration is yours and your love's. And the two of you have been kind enough to invite us to join you when you had no obligation to. You are free to choose how you wish to join with the love of your life in a way that suits you. And this is what you chose. I know it is nervous to be in front of so many people, but forget about us. Instead, walk down to the end of that narrow little passage and meet your love at the end, knowing you are about to give yourselves to each other in a beautiful, wholesome way of your own choosing. Sweet girl. Come here. Come. No, you will never be too old for a mother's cuddle. Never, ever. And you'll never be too old for this either. When you were younger, and your father had spent the day with you, and you were so tired, or so hungry, or so whatever it was. It's hard to tell with a baby. But you'll be crying. He would cuddle you, he would rock you, he would feed you, and nothing he did would help. He never knew what it was you needed, and it was nothing specific. You weren't ill, you weren't hungry, you weren't maltreated. But he couldn't quite stop those tears. So when I came home and found you crying, a little like you are now, there is one thing that seemed to work. Don't worry about a thing. Yes. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I'm saying don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. You'd wake up this morning, you'd smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds sit by your doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. You remember? Every night. And sometimes in the mornings too. Of course, my dear. Of course. Sing with me. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. That's right, again. Singing, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. Darling, you look so happy. And you have been so happy in the months and weeks leading up to this day. Don't let your nerves take that away from you now. Would you like me to walk with you? My dear, it would be my honor, my pleasure, and my privilege. Let's go then. Let us begin the first day of the rest of your life. Oh, I love you too, sweetheart. I love you too.